Welcome everyone, it's Vapor Strigomar. It's time for some more Raid Shadow Legends. We're going to be wrapping up tonight. Some interesting stuff. Let's see here. Let's see what we can get. Can we get a good epic? If we can get this guy, I will lose my stuff. Okay, it's a dupe Maeve. I swear to God, if I got him, I would have lost it. Like, I would have lost my stuff if that was the case. I would have lost it. Like, straight up, I would have lost my stuff. Like, we still got one more chance at it before I go with the Will of Plarium. Naturally. Naturally. Who's it? Enri's the champ from the champ from the fusion. Not what I wanted, but that's what we got. That's what we got. But that ain't the grand finale. This is, though. Can we actually get someone insane? Not who I had in mind. Dune Strider, go back to the Dune. Same with you. Elder. Altan, budget Altan. We have enough metal shapers. Beast food. Maiden. And not the good kind. I don't know how many Kales we have. I've lost track of how many Kales. Literally. Banshee. She's okay-ish for wave stuff. Big pause for Marauder. Or should I say Rotter? A new rare. Not who I'm looking for, but a new defense. Tribuck Colwyn. It's an epic! It's another Carlina. Man. Man. I was really hoping for to use this advantage to actually get what I wanted, but that account's RNG is just that bad. All right. Please. Please. Not a Temptress. It's 25 times chance, not even enough. Another Elhain. How many Elhains do I have to get, dude? Mystic trash. Please. Not Flailer. Spikehead. Beast trash. Flailer. Go flail off my screen. Wagon trash. Oh, I hate wagon trash. Purgator. Actually not the worst rare, but again, he's a dupe and he's not. It's an epic! Who is it? Cryptwitch. Interesting. Might be good in arena. Farmable fair rare. Okay, Cryptwitch shows up. Not who I wanted, that's for sure, but Cryptwitch. At this point, I'm feeling desperate because the other guys are winning so hard. Makes me look bad, but it is what it is. 1 minute until that. I'm at 113. We're at nearly 1.7 mil. Man, I got 100K on both. We're not going to measure up to those nuts. They've got it all figured out, and I don't. They got some cracked teams, I'll tell you that much. Well, I got some stuff off Hydra Reset at least, right? Gets me closer to Mithrala, man. I can almost taste the Mithrala. Speaking of which, who needs the Mithrala? I mean, not the Mithrala, the Hydra. One of them does. Oh, naturally, it's the second account. The one that actually needed the good pulls. Oh, boy. Okay, well. Let's include the priest. And then some burn champs. Let's start with that. I'm saving the other stuff for next time. Because obviously we're not going to win. And that would be a waste. The inscrutable will of Plarium. I think that head is the most representative Plarium, right? It's spying us through its little Plarium eyeballs. See? That's the CEO. Right? I think we want to have more revival options up here with this. For our first big key. What's that throne in the background? There we go. We got the burns. Get some more burns up. The inscrutable face of Plarium. This guy. The Fearhead. If I can get a res off, that's not good enough. That's not good enough. Straight up, that is not good enough. That we have to fix that. There's no getting around that. Because clearly that's not working. Clearly I don't have a comp with that to fit it properly. I need to have at least 1 million damage, if not more. The priest is irreplaceable, though. There's no way we're going to win this without the priest help. The priest. Let's close out Discord. So might be lagging it. Okay, we got what we wanted. Because I don't have time tonight to do any more shenanigans. Because tomorrow... I have to do a bunch of crazy things. First, let's make sure we got our stuff cleaned out. We don't. Well, we're not going to clear all that arena out. But we can try to upgrade a shield to level 8. And then we're going to run both of them overnight. Oh, I forgot. I was supposed to get Jerrig too. Well, we have the other one to 60, right? We'll also help that out. I just can't do all of them at once. It's not going to work. This sounds about right. We'll want to do it like this because I don't see Wukong fixing the situation very easily. Still's the priority. But I can tell right away if the Sill gets away with anything too much, we're doomed. All right. Let's start cleaning up these secret rooms. Just that for now. I'd build another War Maiden, but I want to make some priorities. I recognize that instantly as Flailer. There's way too many rares in this game, and they're way, way too common in my shards. Even with 25 times chances, there's just too many rares, man. Too many rares! It's infuriating. And even the one time I get the epics, there's too many bad epics. Let's keep it going, because I'm going to need some more of those Dark Hail frags. Because this is the account that needs them, by the way. I like how they have multiple Mortus in the tank. It's not enough to have one. Okay, at least that explains how Mortu gets disabled by Harima. Because I've always was like, she's Force Affinity. How is she violating Mortu? That's how. There's a reason we're doing this, because I need to clean out the issues. Once we cleanse that out, right? Did we do enough arena? No. Because if I don't get triple star on both, I am being bad. So let's fix that now. Because the last thing I need is me not to get triple star on the last part of Clan versus Clan. And everyone's like, what happened? I'm like, yeah, no. Let's just cancel that now. Cancel that. I'll take 2,000 for that. All right. First, they had to put it in double stone skin just to be more annoying. You know what? What I could do I could set that to do it too. Alright, so we're 5 ways in. And we're just going to stop it there. HP champs only. Well, just so happens we are pretty lucky on that. We don't have a reviver, but we can certainly make this work. The reason I'm doing this is because this account needs it so bad. It's because this account needs Dark Kale and is so insanely behind on it. Let me get one of these out of the picture. Yeah, 2 can play at the provoke game, bud. I mean, I would have loved to get a Magnar on the first account. That would have been great. But no. That wasn't to be. By the way, you can only get Dark Hail like this. You can't get him any other way. You can only get him once. Well, at least we got some of those potions for void. Farming void potions is always a pain, right? It's good to have some on hand. It's always satisfying to have them turn into sheep. So we got that. It has to preload the skills. At least it's the reign of the Wukongs. Right. At least one thing is consistent. The Wukong is included in the proceedings. As is the sheeping. The sheeping. The sheeping. Let the sheeping commence. Let the sheeping commence. Oh, this one's almost done. You can tell how much better the RNG is on my first account, can't you? Both have Wukong, but one's got much better RNG as a whole. Like, they're already done. See? They're already done. They can move on to scarab torture. The other one is, like, behind. Sheep. Steal all their buffs. That's so fun to watch when Wukong steals all their buffs. Tag Arena. Yay. Yay. It's the mode I really wish did not exist. Because Tag Arena in this game is cringy even by my standards. Like, it has a couple benefits with Threkstar and some other stuff, but other than Drexthar, it's mostly bad. And you can only get Drexthar once. And it takes 100 days, so it's I guess it's an okay deal, but like Tag Arena needs to be better than that. Let me guess. Yep, it's already finished with that. Now it has a specific duty. Can you guess what that duty is? It's got 2 duties. Fire Knight all night. And the other one's Dragon's Lair all night. And we'll see what happens in the morning. Hopefully nobody gets mad at me because I do my best. Even with this terrible situation I have with the Order of the Rings, I'm doing my best, man. I'm doing my best. I hate this rotation, by the way. This is my Fire Knight Auto 20 setup. You may ask, what makes it special? Well, it's got a lot of it's got a protection with Ultimate Death Knight, and then it's got the allure, and it's got allure. Like Deacon helps control the turn meter as well, gets decreased defense, but it's the allure plus Cold Heart that really manipulates the boss. However, it's still not the most optimal team on the planet, but it gets the job done, man. It gets the job done, and that's what matters. The main thing is that it deals with the boss. Because the boss is a nuisance. Syl, and it's got a lot of support because it's actually difficult for Allure to stay alive against Fire Knight 20. You need some decent gear and some decent stats just to get them to survive long enough to get to the boss. So that's the main thing. The main thing is that it gets them to survive on a consistent basis. That's the main thing. It doesn't have the best wave clear per se, but it gets the job done. So yeah, that's where it decreases the turn meter of the Fire Knight. And then she goes in, and then it knocks that. And then it tries to go for that. Unfortunately, it would have been better to do something different here. But that's what the AI does. The AI always has its unique and annoying approach to Fire Knight. There we go. And then the Cold Heart decreases the turn meter. And I believe it works like that. So I believe, yes, it's done with that. Now it's got its own little mission. Dragon 20. It's got to repeat Dragon 20 all night. And that's all I can do, really, to save the situation. Because in the end, I can't stay up until an ungodly hour of the night doing raid. I have limits. So I help BlueStacks is what helps me deal with that ungodly limit. So that nobody is going to get too mad at me because I said that I'm going to do my best. But yeah, it keeps the turn meter down until it can cycle around to her Heartseeker, which is going to do the main big damage. And that's how it works. See? And she also gets some poison on it, but the main thing is to try to cycle around to the Heartseeker. And it does damage. It chips away at him. Keeps his shield down. That's the big thing. The shield is kept down at all times. It prevents the Fire Knight from taking a turn. You do not want this guy taking a turn. Ever. Because it will cause the second coming of evil. Like, you don't want that. There we go. See? Now it's doing its little mission. And then I do the same thing here. Like and subscribe. I'll see you all later.